Cancer, how are you? I just wanted to do one of your more extended reads. Okay, I'm still going to be doing your singled or troubled check-ins for love. I just posted one like last week or the week before. 3 of Hearts came out right when I said that. Anyways, I'm going to cut these. These will not resonate for everyone. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Definitely check your other placements. Sun, moon, rising, stellium. Stellium would be 3 or more planets in one spot aside from your sun, moon, or rising, because you'd already be checking that, okay? And, you know, these are energy pulls. They're not, they're different than, I will discuss your astrology, some in them as well, but they're a little bit different than the typical lunar readings or eclipse readings that I do, okay? And astrology discussions, okay? Hope all is well with you guys, okay? You guys had, you know, the solar eclipse in Scorpio trined off with anything you have in Cancer, which is excellent for new beginnings, okay? Especially for you guys in the area of 5th house. 5th house being joy, creativity, children, okay, romance, you know, and it's a house of joy. All right, so expect, you know, some new beginnings in those areas over the next 2 weeks. I have already printed the lunar chart for the full moon, which is on November 8th in the United States. All right, I'm not looking at that chart right now. Let me see what time it's at. I think it's like early in the, morning, 6:02 a.m. On November 8th, and it's pretty intense because it's almost like a continuation of some of the aspects that were touched off with the eclipse. So needless to say, I will get into that in there. I will do an all signs reading for it. Okay, and that will be in the full moon in Taurus. Okay. So I would expect any new beginnings may have, like, not that they would be completed, but like a new stage of like fulfillment in one way or another, you know, around the time of the full moon, or maybe just a processing emotionally of a new project if you started one that's significant, things of this sort, okay? And what I wanted to also go over with you guys, is that, you know, trines are easy. You want to take advantage of trines. You know, it's easy sometimes to, trines are a place of ease. So, you know, you don't want to, sometimes people ignore them because it's the things that come easy to us. But this one would be a transit. So I would expect for you guys to have, you know, heightened, you know, help. All right. New beginnings insofar as the 25th eclipse, because that was, you know, a new moon eclipse. The partial solar eclipse was on the 25th in Scorpio, tend to be a little bit deeper than, you know, a regular new moon. You know, more implications of rebirths associated with them, of letting, you know, old systems that are not healthy or benefiting you, you know, reform, you know, and things of this nature, okay? I see one warning here that I'm not going to go over until I get further into your reading. I see a lot of positivity I'm using extended Lenormands. I went ahead and, while I was looking at your chart, shuffled and pulled leaders for your lanes in here, just for the sake of time, okay? And there's really one, you know, there is one warning here. It may be connected to your health, but I'm going to look further into it when we get a little bit further along, okay? It does look like it's also, you know, connected to some sort of sadness, okay? I will call these out as soon as I'm done. All right. This last lane that I pulled down here, which I won't interpret until the end, is for self and spirit, and those messages typically, you know, interpret those at the very end. Okay, and ask for those, for those that really need it. There are indications here that some of you may be involved with a water and or an air sign, maybe both. I have 2 Kings of Cups. I have a King of Cups and a King of Swords. Okay. On the first aisle, and I'm feeling that some of you guys may have been rather emotional. I mean, we start your whole reading here with the moon, which is excellent, okay? Usually highly associated with Pisces, sometimes also Cancer, okay? And definitely Neptune, okay? So there may have been some disillusionment in regards to a couple things here that have been going on in the past for you that were unsettling, and a heavy burden could have been related to masculine energies. And I say energies because it's the energy behind the card. There's no gender in tarot. All right, you can see them pop up. We all have masculine and feminine energies, and it's about the meaning of the card. There's a masculine energy behind a card, which is why I say, if you hear me refer to it as male, it's because of the energy behind the card, not whether you or the person we're discussing is male or female. There may be some sort of independence that you're trying to get from some sort of work project, okay? And you may be dealing with multiple people or some sort of training or competition, possibly ego clashes amongst various people that you're feeling a little disillusioned about, okay? Because of their tight connections to either a love relationship or some other close connection of yours, okay? I do see healing, behind it, but it does look like, some things may be coming to a head for you that you're addressing. I'm also seeing signs of a lot of new things here, as well as a love relationship of some sort here, okay? On the extended Lenormand, you pulled with 2 child cards, which never happens. It's very, very rare. You pulled with the boy and the girl. I'm not sure if some of you may actually have a boy and a girl, but there is a lot of new energy here, okay? And if you don't have children of your own, there could be some sort of thing going on with siblings, or something going on in regards to something very, very new, okay? I'm also showing a lot of communications and possible communications issues in the past between 2 individuals, okay? Or you trying to parlay 2 parts of yourself together here in the past, okay? And it being like a very heavy, burden. Now there's a possibility that you have 2 masculine energies, one that's a water sign and one that's an air sign around you, but these would be very mature, older individuals if these are representative of people in your life that this is in regards to. I am showing it here with the moon, so I do feel like you either have a lot of deep emotions that were like either an issue or intuition, or something here was either secretive or a burden in regards to what went on here, in the past. All right, and in the current energy, I see a lot of commitment to something higher level. Could be involving a new love or some sort of project or some sort of achievement. If it is an achievement, it's a very big achievement, okay? And I feel like it will open the floodgates to new creativity and or love and a section of joy, which I already discussed, like a very 5th house. Cancer. Sorry about that. Battery pack switch out. What I wanted to say is that I feel like if it did have to do with work, it's a very big deal. It could also be a commitment in love, but or a commitment to believing in love again of a higher level. Okay, if it is to do with work or something of this sort, it could have something to do with government or higher institutions, large institutions, new beginnings as to beliefs about spirituality could also come up with this, and or traditional feelings about spirituality. Okay, the Hierophant is also linked to Taurus, so you could be dealing with somebody that has some Taurus in their chart. Okay, I also show a King of Wands here, so you know, it is possible that this is a lot of freaking kings you got in here. Or you got a lot of brothers, or you got a lot of men in your space or around you, but this appears to be somebody that you may be interested in, and they may have some fire or a Taurus in their chart. Okay, if so, it might be a new beginning for it if it's a relationship. Okay, or you know, you could be representative here, especially if you were to have like a fire sign, rising sign, or one of your big three. I'm not sure what you're in here for. Okay, I've also seen a lot of King and Queen of Wands showing up when it comes to Gemini lately, or people with a lot of Gemini placements because of the long stead of Mars running through Gemini. It's been just a lot of fire in there. Okay, but we are going to take a look at it. Okay, and if it is something with work, it's a major achievement. Like, it is, you know, a major accomplishment, whatever that is to you. It's the big promo. It's the big, you know, goal, meeting a big goal, you know, at work, you know, whether that's via a position or a goalpost that you set for yourself that you reach. Okay, it could be either. There is some sort of guilt attached with it, though. Okay, and the need to release guilt and to show, you know, to show strength when it comes to any bullying or something of this sort. But we're going to look onto it, okay? Because there is something, you know, it might be that if you are reaching some new level of success, that you have to let go of something else to get there, or let go of other people to make this commitment, okay, to do this thing. And so there may be some holding on to things that you have to let go of to get this new thing, okay? But we're going to take a look. Insofar as this warning's concerned, you know, I don't know, you have 4 kings that popped up in your reading. So it is possible that you are dealing with a lot of men at work, or in your family, or business partnerships. Okay, it is also possible that you are, you know, showing as an emperor, which is all 4 kings. But this is a lot of kings. This is a lot of this is a big deal. Okay, it's just you know. But when it comes to this King of Pentacles, all right, which is, you know, there is something that you need to really gather your strength in regards to. Okay, I've seen sometimes strength will pop up in regards, it's a lot of taming the inner beast as well as bravery. It's associated with the sign of Leo, and it's falling under the King of Wands. So again, you or somebody you're dealing with may have some significant Leo in their chart that's activated at this time. All right, but there is a warning in regards to this as to your health. Okay, and recognizing that your health is, that your body's your temple, you know, of the soul, or something of this sort. When dealing with sadness, rest, you know, and things of this sort. Okay, you may be facing some mental overload of some kind, that you're getting this health warning in regards to, that's showing up for the Cancer appearing here. Okay. You know, and there's also indications that you may, you know, be coming into some sort of, you know, money this month, anytime from the 25th through, you know, November. All right, some of that may be through some sort of winning or prize, or something of this sort. Okay, but I'm going to look at it further. And then, you know, there's also a message here in regards to this is like the only queen popping in here is down here. all right? And it is down here in this aisle for spirit and health, okay? It is possible that there is some issues with your domesticated partnership, with a domesticated partnership that you have, that was affecting your health, all right? But I'm going to look at it, all right? There is, it's like there's signs of happiness down here, and they have to do with your larger community, your family community, or community to you, all right? And it could also have to do with your spiritual community if you believe in that sort of thing, you know, and loved ones that have passed over. There's something here about like the give and take, okay? And possibly some children. It could, you know, and something about you going through a period of like opening your intuition up, okay? And again, I have 2 pages down here and a Fool, all right, which is again can be sign of news, but it's also can be signs related to children. So, and you had 2 children pop up here. So I don't know if you have 2 children, or you're gonna meet somebody with 2 children, or you are having issues with like a sibling or your own children, okay? Could be many things, all right? But I'm gonna take a look at it further. But there's something to do with generosity and gifts, all right? That's being messaged down here, as well as giving. Some of you could be, some of you could work with children, all right? Some of you could work in philanthropy or humanitarian efforts or something like that. Something focused on the child right now that's coming to issue for one reason, and there could be something that you're feeling like you need to make a decision on, okay? I don't know who, there's something here in the past, okay, in regards to either your family or your roots or something like this, and either something being born that's brand new or something related to children that is like some sort of daydreaming like vibe to it, all right? And a need to release the control that you were dealing with in the past, all right? And this may have been dealing with something that was a very heavy burden, okay, and overcoming some sort of barrier in relation to communications or love, and it could have been between 2 other people, and rejection, okay, and possibly regret about a decision that you made or somebody else was made, all right, that may have caused some delays or loss, okay, in one way or another, okay, and you could have had loss from a breakup or loss of a person or a new beginning, okay? But there's something here with some sort of missed opportunity, and it relates to effective give and take and some sort of new beginning. I'm showing it here with the 6 of Pentacles, which again can have to do with philanthropy, and also can have to do with the give and take and fairness and balance between relationships or people, okay? There is possibly a Pisces or some sort of secrets here in regards to a beginning or something that went on, pardon me, that that related to some sort of you know, adjustment of releasing some controls, okay? I do show that, hold on, that there is some sort of, you know, and it could, you know, I mean, it's, I have like this 4 of, I have this 4 of Cups with a Ace of Pentacles that came out in reverse, as well as the Sun out in reverse on this 10 of Wands here in the middle, all right? So I do feel like something pretty significant here happens in the past, recent past, or something that is bothered you, or was a sense of rejection or scavenging, okay? It may have had to do with the father figure, okay? It may have been a family thing or something. all right? And there may have been some sort of tensions between either two brothers or two male figures, okay, of one sort or another here that was out of balance, okay? You know, where there was a new beginning, but something about the new beginning left you feeling unsatisfied or lacking in spiritual or emotional fulfillment, okay? And that could have been, give me this, High Priestess. You could have felt like you made a bad decision in regards to give and take, in regards to something significant in your life, okay? This may have to do with something that is going on now because it's showing up here in the past. I'm showing a period of indecision, a brand new spark of beginning, but then either a bad decision or a juggling decision that left you feeling a little bit regretful or nostalgic and daydreaming over feeling like you should be happy because you got something, but there's something about it that's off, that's making you feel not totally thrilled, bothering you, okay, about it, okay? On this, you know, the King of Cups is typically a very very deep person, okay, very good friend. Could, if it's a person, it could also be a I think I already said Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, all right, but hold on a second. On the King of Cups, I just drew the King of Cups. That's my sign that I don't pull another. Give me this King of Swords over here. Give me this King of Swords over here. I feel like something happened that was maybe done in haste, or or maybe something wasn't done that should have been done. An opportunity was lost, okay, in one way or another, okay. Or done swiftly, that either on your end or another here, okay, that left you feeling a little bit not happy about it. And that, give me this over here. I do see a lot of like long-term support and transitions to some things that are very authentic here for you in the upcoming, all right. They may be tied to these community vibes, all right, on one part or another, and but there is something here that either in this that somebody took something from you, or vice versa here, or there was some sort of scavenging, or you were dealing with some sort of scavengers, okay, here that methodically moved towards a victory, but then ended up not being a wish fulfillment. Like it wasn't as fulfilling as you thought it was going to be, or something like this, okay? Could be dealing with somebody with some aqua in their sign, but I don't think so. I don't think so, okay? I'm definitely showing this a lot of new beginnings, all right? But I'm also showing something kind of secretive, okay? Possibly, or some fear or anxiety surrounding a father figure, all right? And again, could also be dealing with somebody with some air, okay, or possibly somebody that's like on the cusp of air and water or something. But there's something a little off here. I'm going to wait to discuss it further until I get further along, okay? I do feel like for some of you, we're dealing with some family issues, okay? And or some issues in regards to children, all right? It could be the birth of a new project. I definitely see a huge commitment here coming in, and it is, like I said, if it's, this is in the present energy, all right? And if it is not a, give me this over here. If it is not a, you know, it's a blessing, but it's also like something in regards to your stability here, all right? Possibly your creativity, or again, I'm getting a lot of children vibes here, okay? I'm getting a lot of somebody with water and somebody with a lot of fire and somebody with a lot of water. You know, I don't know if somebody, you know, there's just a lot of, there may be some like, you know, this is typically a sign of a blessing in one way or another. When you see the Four of Swords, it can also be you know, like a period of rest, or not moving too fast. Okay, it's not too fast of a movement, and you could be holding on to something that was, you know, not ready to take the next step on something quite yet. All right. I also see like that there may have been something, again, I'm getting these vibes that you or somebody else may have found out or been involved with something that could have involved a contract or some sort of deception that you're healing from, right? That really pissed you off, or, you know, caused a tower moment in your life. That's like things to blow up. All right, and now when you're dealing with a Four of Pentacles, there can also be some like not talking or holding on, you know, some hoarding going on. You know, it's possible. You know, but you know, for me to see it here with the Tower, I don't know if it just really upset you. It's possible that you or a parent or somebody else you know may be retiring in one way or another as well. Okay, what is this? Which may be why something else comes in here. Okay. I do feel like that whatever new you get, if you were trying to practice your patience, it's like you want to move towards it now rather swiftly, all right? And for some of you, this commitment could require that you travel or upset your family unit of some kind, or there was just kind of, you know, a crash down there. Oh, hold on. Can you miss? Insofar as this King of Wands, all right, I feel like it's associated with you taking this new step that's going to come up for you in November, and or another person, okay, and like to free yourself of the restrictions that like have held you back in regards to this. It does require your reevaluation of the way you've like chained yourself up, or done things because you felt like you had to, but really you are the master of your own dominion, okay? And death is here, as well as the Chariot. Now that could actually mean that someone passed away, but it's more likely than not that this has to do with you moving towards a victory and stepping towards this person or into this energy with is going to require transformation in regards to the ways you've been limiting yourself, you know, and a realization of those things. All right, that's going to require a transformation, okay, of some sort or another, okay? And I feel like this already happened, or this happens around, you know, this month, this time, this timing here. And there is a significant, let me just take a look at something really quickly, because I want to look at you know, it just looks like a big deal, a big thing, okay? Now, there could be, again, that it requires that you switch around family a little bit or take some independence a little bit to free yourself from restrictions if your family's been holding you back in any way or those closest to you. Give me this down here. But I feel as if, hold on. I feel for some of you that maybe you've been holding on to a masculine figure. You could have been domesticated with this figure, or this could be you. There could be issues in regards to that you're very anxiety ridden over in regards to someone that you live with. Could be a spouse or a live-in masculine figure, or this could be you. But there's a definitive warning here in regards to this moving. And, you know, some of you may be traveling or planning travel, okay? Some of you may be planning to move somewhere or something of this sort, or need to travel for work. And you just need to make sure that you don't burn out, okay? Hold on a second. I don't want to speak on this too soon. You're getting complex on here. I am showing, you know, here you go. You have a shitload of older people you're dealing with here. It's either at work or in regards to your wider community here. All right. Hold on. There's like a period of healing and introspection that's needed here in regards to some changes that you want, okay? And it does look like there is a little bit of something new that is also, you know, destabilizing at the same time, or chains or takes down structures that you were used to, that you feel sadness and anxiety over. You may be holding on to or a little bit stressed out about somebody else that, again, that could have some Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in their chart. And there, hold on, also seems to be some sort of warning here in regards to a feminine energy, and some mother issues, either your mother or some sort of feminine here that is, yeah. I feel wow. Whatever like you're going towards, or this achievement, it might be so big that it like racks your nerves, and you have to have a lot of strength not to do something that is going to put your health at risk, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. Okay, the ones of you that are resonating with that are going to know when that comes up, and don't go searching for something that's not there. This does look like it's related to a family matter, legacy matters, okay? On this King of Pentacles, I got the Ten of Pentacles, the Devil, and Judgment. That is either going to relate to some sort of codependency or devil-like behavior in relation to the family, and a judgment coming down in regards to that. Or it could be related to a Capricorn. But I'm going to pull on that. Hold on. Okay, but I am also showing that there's an Empress over here with this Queen of Rods. So again, I do feel like a lot of these things that are happening right now, some of them have to do with extended family for you, or larger family units. as well as, or your own, you know, family unit here, all right? They're very intense on the family vibes here. And if not, then it would be like really big, like involving a big government organization or something like this, as well as your move or an accomplishment in regards to moving up in that organization, especially, you know, something rather large, okay? Hold on, give me this double. But there is something here that you're closing out, okay, that you do need to close out, because it's the end of a situation and you're dropping baggage in regards to that, and that could be in relation to somebody you were with, you know, in a domestic partnership, father-like figure, and or something related to your family that you're letting go of, and you need to do so for your health, something like this. All right. On this, there's some heavy burden here that is I feel like if you were like having now some of you, you know, some sort of issues that required introspection in relation to the family, you know, that's caused some problem with your health or somebody else's, you know, that could be the case. This King of Cups is showing up here again. You know, there could be you know, this King of Cups has been, because I've used like a different deck almost every single one of these lines for clarifiers, and the King of Cups keeps showing up, so I do feel like one of you is heavily involved with a masculine energy that has water in their chart. You know, I have a Queen of Rods here with an Empress, you know, and a Tower. You know, there may be some sort of discussions about moving or something like this because of work, or really transitioning at work, and this may really upend things that you were used to holding on to, but there, you know, and there's anxiety and sadness in regards to letting go of something, but you for your own health you need to. There's a message here in regards to that, okay? There's a lot of hold on. This down here. I mean, there's like just, you have some heavily repeating themes all throughout your thing, so I just can't. There's some sort of, again, new opportunity. I feel like this just popped up here as well with this Six of Wands. I have a Six of Pentacles down here. I have a Six of Pentacles as your corner card over here. On that Six of Pentacles, I got the Ace of Rods as the clarifier. On this Four of Cups. So I do feel like something else is coming back around, but here it is. There's a Six of Pentacles with the Ace of Rods, okay? And it's like, and this indecision as well as intuition and some sort of choice that was made up here that, again, I told you, either you ended up regretting or somebody else did, and something got messed up here, and then it gave you a lack of fulfillment, even though you thought you would have one, all right? That's in the past. You know, I took you down the line here, but on this Six of Pentacles, and now I'm getting the Ace of Wands. All right, so it's a re-reference to it here, as well as the, for me to have it here with the Two of Wands, and there it is, the Five of Cups. There's something about being valued, or the give and the take, and something that really got messed up here. Okay, and now it's showing up on your self aisle. So I just want to, let me look. What's this Page of Wands? Lost you there for a second. There is some sort of leap down here that is required, some sort of fool's leap. It could be, but it's like some sort about the timing and involved in it, okay? And the Wheel of, you know, Karma, again, I feel like your indecision either over a domestic situation, a mother figure, and or somebody with a lot of earth in their chart, or you are a little bit out of sorts with your role in a domesticated environment, okay? And I feel like something with that's changing. Some of you could be like, you know, deciding whether to stay at home, or deciding something like this, you know, that affects both your work and your love life and your commitments, and possibly your children. It's just all over the place. But there is, again, like this repeating theme about greater community here. And being in a place of indecision about something, and maybe you're thinking about totally changing your career and getting into something more community oriented here. But with this, there's some sort of communication here, or travel or movement, and maybe you have to do that for what you do. But there's some sort of news here coming in on it that, again, you feel there's like a lot of emotions about it. And some of you may want to move very quickly towards, you know, making some sort of offer. I mean, these are both positive pages down here. So if it doesn't have to do with you as a child or children you're dealing with, it could relate to some sort of news, okay? And messaging, all right? There's some sort of quick move towards calmer waters, okay? And again, some of you could be involved in some sort of work project or higher level commitment here that involves either a water or an air sign, okay? Or be dealing with some sort of internal business issues or family issues that it involves both, with masculine energies attached to them, okay? I feel as if there is some sort of indecision in regards to your role in these things, okay? And there is great happiness, but you cannot find the happiness if you are so focused on the decision that you're just playing things out backwards and forwards that haven't happened, bad or good, rather than trying. I feel like you guys are getting messages in regards to recommitting yourself to something that involves your greater community, you know, whether that is a close-knit community or an external community to you. You know, whether that's your own family, giving more in your own family scenarios, with your own children, or somebody, you know, that you are related to and there are multiple parties involved, or if that has to do with you giving back something yourself, okay? And it is possible that some of you had some sort of matriarchal figure, like a mother or a grandmother that you were very, very close to, that could have had some Cancer or Pisces in their chart, especially if you have like something of fire in your chart. That's pretty strong, okay? But because we've had a lot of Leo pop up in here, and of course there's a lot of Cancer. You know, you guys could be showing up at this King of Cups, but there is like some sort of freaking disaster up here that you kind of had to surrender to. But then there's this feeling of guilt afterwards about, you know, something that happened, and regret, like, could I have changed something, you know? And it's like you can only go forward from now to make changes, you know, and there is a lot of, you know, you could have like something that, you know, also blew up with some, you know, fire sign that's also got possibly Libra or Taurus in their chart. The Empress is here. But, or you with your own mother, okay? Or maybe your mother didn't approve of somebody you're with or something like this. But I see a cycle closing down with that. I see you needing to do that for your own health, whether that's on a spiritual, emotional, or physical level. It's for sure showing up here, and it is attached to grief, guilt, rejection, or a lack of fulfillment that you were feeling in regards to what went down. And, you know, in the near future after this, and that's only if this is resonating for you to begin with and nothing changes, is some sort of a fool's leap that's needed to be made here. You know, you've got to take a risk, you know, and you just make, you know, steps to do that. I mean, I do have like some sort of, you know, vibes here that this, you know, could involve a, just a redoing, and it could be in regards to the way you mother or the way you're a wife. But for a lot of you, you know, it could be much more than that. But there's like there's like a stall out here. There's like a stall out in a couple parts, okay? And part of those stall outs have to do with this kind of like emotional realization and the closing down of a cycle that was hard for you to close down, okay? For whatever reason, you just needed a lot of strength to close it down. And if it's a new opportunity, that opportunity can take you possibly away via travel or something like this from your family, or you're considering traveling, or, you know, that is kind of upsetting the ranks of what to do over this, okay? Give me some advice. Let me pull some advice for you before I close you out. Give me some advice for my Cancer. Whoa, what is this deal? What is the deal with this? It's like you need to have the strength to either stand up to bureaucracy or something of this sort, or you are dealing with somebody with a lot of Leo and Taurus in their chart, okay? It's just, and you know, it could be somebody that you either, you know, had a close bond with or a commitment, okay? Could, you know, be in a commitment with this person, okay? And moving towards that. What is this here for? Some of you could have had a past relationship with somebody that's had a lot of air in their chart, okay? This is some heavy shit here you got going on. I mean, it's like towers all over the place, which is why I wanted to take a look at, because there's like Saturn and Uranus tend to change structures a lot, especially when they're in square. They've been in square for almost a month, pretty heavy. Once they release from that, it will change, but especially if you have Leo in your chart or any other fixed sign, it's been especially hard for those ones. Expect this situation to come to some sort of culmination around the 8th towards change that you need, okay? Towards change that you need. But I just... Maybe you're, you know, I mean, for some of you, if you have a lot of children that are a lot older, you know, they may announce that they want to get married or something like this. But for the majority of you, this is just very tight-laced on you, and it does look amazing, but you are going to have to make commitments to some new things that require that you let go of either some things that you were holding on to. Sometimes that can be our children. I mean, sometimes we can hold on to our children too long after they're adults or something of this sort. You know, but there's a ton of, you know, the loons here, that is some deeply Two of Cups vibes, okay? And we can, you know, a very, you know, there's definitely some tight relationship here that's already in existence or that will come in, all right? And there's a lot of stuff about connecting to, you know, checking in with your own ethics on things, okay? And your roots and the deep interconnectedness of all of us to, you know, ensure that you feel like you're taking steps that are in a proper direction, you know, and addressing things within yourself in the same manner so that you, you know, feel, I don't want to say clean, but grounded and feel confident within you know, the choices you're making. And if you come at them in that manner, okay, of growth but roots and things of this sort, then, you know, none of us is perfect, and you may make mistakes, but you can redress them, you can fix them, you know, you can, whether that's in a relationship or with something else, you know, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. So I love you guys. There is, you know, there's an indication for you to have the strength to step up to the plate on something, okay? Whether that is at work. If it's at work, it's with a higher, very higher level organization. If it's not, then it is, you know, in relation to a commitment and, you know, certain, you know, things that you were used to having for a long time or something like this may need to be turned around. Okay? And you may, you know, need to make that move so that you can move forward, because I do see this new phase here. I just, I'm getting a lot of, there's been some Scorpio vibes in here as well. I have the Tower, I have Death several times. For some of you, that could be, you know, you or another female mother-like figure in your life showing up here. Again, there's a lot of fire energy associated with that. For me to see a tower there, you may just be like experiencing some sort of emotional tower over some change that you're going through, you know, associated with what you got to do here to get this commitment or a new level, higher thing that you want. It does look like you have to say goodbye to some old things that maybe you've had along for a long time or been used to. All right. But it looks fortuitous, okay? And I want to know how it goes. All right. And for others of you, there's a definitive thing vibing here with either your own children or your siblings. I try to cover, you know, or your own children or you as a child as well. I try to cover all three of those lines. I hate it when so many pop, but they are, and I read for thousands of you at a time, and I don't want to leave you out. You know, all right, I love you guys. I'll be around for your single and troubled in love. I already posted the solar eclipse. Definitely check it out. Let me know what's going on. You know, I think that it's got beautiful energy surrounding it, especially in the 5th house. You know, I really do. Let me know how it goes for you. Okay? I love you guys. I'll see you later, Cancer. Hi, Cancer. I just wanted to say one more thing on your reading, and that is, you know, it is also possible that somebody that you are with or partnered with, you know, I mentioned government, but also like power, resources of some sort, or are in the military. I think I already mentioned that because of the King of Swords and things of that nature, okay? There could also be ways that you are you know, switching up your own resources, okay? But I just wanted to mention that before I upload that. Okay, hi. You guys are all over my stuff today. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Cancer. I love you guys. I'll see you later.